I got Relics, Rhode Island. Hello. Mark the Bird Hunter. Hello. How you guys doing? Can you hear me? Says my no, the camera's working. The mic, I don't know. So I always ask. Thank you. So Mark, don't delete your lives. They're all good. Cynthia, hello, darling. How you doing? Glad you're here. Mark, why don't you come on up? Oh, excuse me. A long day. Everything Treasure, hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. So, did anybody get out and hunt today? Okay, Mark. Mark will come up as soon as he puts his pants on. Frederick Romano, hello, how you doing? Glad you're here. Oh, nice. 4 silvers and 4 buffaloes. Excellent. Hello, 717. Welcome. Marty Vistral, how you doing? Hi, Mark.
Oh, there I am.
There I are. There you is.
What's up, Bill? How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Yeah.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Same here.
That's all we can do.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of hoping that Rob and Jeff will show up later. I know they're hunting with Pat and them.
Oh, cool.
And maybe they'll come in and show us what they got. Jeff is a hoot. I'd love to metal detect with him.
General, yeah.
Yeah, he is something else. Danny, welcome. Hey, Dan, did John ever give a reason why he quit Twitch? Or did he even talk about it? He said he's going to.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he did. He gave a reason why.
I missed that part somehow.
Yeah, he got a copyright strike for in-game music. He got a copyright strike, so he went, screw them, I'm done.
Well, he said they're gonna. I guess they're. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? I guess they're gonna be working on Marvel games on YouTube.
That's what he says. His he's gonna start doing it with his race car things on there and marbles on there. Perfect. Cool. Still won't watch it because they give me migraine, but hey, go for it.
I can understand now with the graphics in it. Yeah, my wife used to have that happen when because she was a gamer, so certain games she just couldn't play.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and I don't know. It just drives me crazy, so I stay away from it.
Yeah. Plugs, welcome. How you doing?
Hey, Plugs.
8 in the house. Wicked Digger, welcome.
Hey, you got Marty.
Chris. Let's see. Swamp Rat, how you doing? Hey, that was a great live you had Swamp with Gary. Enjoyed that.
So, what's this about? You heard me deleting all my live channels?
No, you that last live you did. I commented. You said you're going to delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't delete it.
I'm still thinking about it, man. I hate that one for my whole heart and soul. Hates that one.
You've hated a lot of them, according to you, Mark. I'm going to get rid of that one. You know.
Yeah, that one there really just jerks me around the most. I just can't.
Oh. Well, hell, I delete all my videos if I thought that way. Of course, I actually have. I've got them on a flash drive right now because tomorrow I'm firing up my new computer. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this one's about ready to die. It's already crashed on me 3 times today. So,
wow.
Yeah. All I got to do is plug something into a USB port, get blue screen, got to shut it down, start it over. So luckily I got the other one and everything I need to get it going. So that'll be tomorrow. I was thinking of doing it this morning. I thought if I do, then I won't be able to get on YouTube or something and do my live stream. So I'll just wait.
Just wait. Just wait.
Wait, what plugs get? Somebody. Oh, plugs, you're getting your legend Thursday. Cool. Be watching for that. Just Be Cool Metal Detecting. Welcome. Yeah, that legend, that looks like a good machine. So for the price.
Yeah. I just can't get behind the person pushing it. That Dialect. She's just.
Rob, how you doing? Got Rob on the phone.
Oh, Rob's on the phone.
Huh?
Oh, there he is. Oh, Swamp Rat.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I'm on.
He's on.
How you guys doing?
Doing fine, man. Doing fine.
Oh, you must be on the YouTube. Hang on, I better shut that down.
I'm waiting on my legend too.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm at StreamYard.
I don't know. I just can't. I mean, it looks like a good, solid machine. I mean, I have no issues with it. I think it's going to do great. It's just that I'm not too fond of the person peddling it.
Ah.
Oh yeah, so, yeah. She gets on my nerves.
That kind of soured me. Yeah.
You know, I was looking for a new machine, so up at Florida Hunt 8, I got to try out a bunch of them. So
yeah,
that one kind of won out for me. Came home, put my order in. I asked them over at Myers Metal Detecting in Tampa, which is about 2 hours away from me. So, how many other people are on the list for that Pro Pack? And they went, nobody. You're the first.
Really?
I was like, I get the first one that comes in there. Sweet. So, hopefully, I have it within the next week. But I've heard rumors the Pro Pack hasn't been shipped yet. I've heard rumors it has been shipped.
I know the 100 GT just said that they were shipped.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that the standard packs had been shipped.
Right.
They were shipped 2 days before Florida Hunt 8. And that was 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
So
yeah, I thought for sure the standard packs
no
would be
Pro
first.
Pack plug said another week.
Oh, really?
yeah, and Ohio River just said no Pro Packs yet. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. You know, there's not a big difference. The difference is the 6-inch coil and the extra rechargeable battery pack, which the extra coil is really what I was looking at. You know, for $100 extra.
Yep, the 6-inch.
You can't pick up another coil for $100. So
you're not for that price. No way.
So might as well.
Yeah.
And I saw the price already went up by another $100 on them. The MSRP price, the MSRP price is about $100 more than what I paid for mine.
So, I figured all that. I don't want to get political, but all the crap that's going on over there. And
yeah, figured. Inflation. Well, mine's already paid for, so
that's all that matters.
Yep.
I may get one eventually, but man, just not right now.
I just needed something that I could, that was a little more all-terrain. I'm using a Garrett AT Pro right now.
Yeah.
And great relic machine, but man, it sucks when you take it to the beach.
I've heard.
And I'm 50 miles away from the beach. I'm inland in Florida, but I can get to the beach in an hour. So
yeah,
I might as well have something I can use down there.
Yeah.
And with it being waterproof, you don't have to worry about it getting wet. Well, I know your Garrett was waterproof then too.
I don't know if the body of it is. I know the coils are.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. I mean, I've seen pictures of them sinking those things underwater, but mine's like a 2012 model. It's an old model. So I'm a little bit iffy on, I'm not going to dunk it in the water intentionally. And I do have an island I have to go to
California to order one.
Okay, Plug says the AT Pro is waterproof. All right, well, I haven't tried it in the water. I'm not much for swimming with gators.
Now I'll stay to like Lake Erie, Lake Michigan. I'll hunt up there.
That's too cold.
Well, I live up here, so it doesn't matter.
It's too cold for me. Swamp Rat doesn't like it that cold. It gets down to 50s and 60s, and I'm getting chilly. You can see how I dress. This is how I dress all the time. So I like it. I like it nice and warm.
Tom, Diggin, welcome. Rocky Mountain Rob, welcome. Wow, got a whole bunch of people in here.
You got a good house going here, man.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I don't know, but I do. So.
Hey, Tom.
AT Pros, yeah, AT Pros.
Yeah, and I'm running this week. I'm gonna run that AT Pro with the 4.5-inch coil. I've got a bunch of playgrounds I'm gonna go hit, which I've never done before. That's what I was talking with Gary about the other day.
Good luck, man. I hope you find a couple gold rings in there.
Jersey Race on tonight? We did Wednesday nights.
I thought she was Wednesday too.
Yeah, she's Wednesday night.
Diggin says she's on right now.
Why'd she do that? She was on. I think because Bobby went to Wednesdays too. That ain't right.
Rivendell Coins and Antiques, welcome. Thanks for being here.
They're all shipped.
Oh, Jonathan, the package is in the mail.
Hey, Ro. Dig Gun. How you doing? See, and there's another one that lives in a really cold area. Dig Gun. Dig Gun. That's way too cold. Dakota's, nope. Too cold for me.
I don't mind the cold. It's the heat that gets me.
See, and I can handle the heat now. If you don't like heat, don't come to Florida in June or July.
I will not be there. You'll trust me on
absolutely that. It can be absolutely miserable down here, but I've adapted to it. Huh. And I spent way too much time.
What's that, Bill?
I was drunk, and I don't even remember what time of year it was. All I remember is we're driving down the road and kept hearing crunch, crunch, crunch. So I said, slow down. I opened the door, and it looked like migrating tarantulas going across the road.
Mark is just saying Mark's saying Jersey Ray's a guest on Flash.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. Oh, where you at, Diggin? I'll come and join you. Lots of
that's nice.
No competition. Damn.
Dig Gun is up in South Dakota.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I bet there's a lot of great stuff to be found there too.
KCMD, Kicking Cancer Metal Detecting. What's up, Dennis? Yeah. And I'll be meeting up with Dennis on the Friday, hopefully.
Oh, cool. Florida, yeah, well, Southern California, Arizona, all them places like that. That heat can do that. Nevada, especially.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
3 ghost towns and 2 abandoned schools lined up for the summer. Now that's
wow.
That sounds like fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
I got to get my canoe fixed because I've still got one house on the ranch that I've been hunting on that I haven't gotten to because it's now on an island. So got to get out to the island.
Yep.
I'm not swimming out there.
717 says he got blessed a couple of days ago. Okay,
Good.
why? What happened?
You got to spill. You just can't leave that statement there, 717. You got to spill.
Yeah. See, Dig Gun just said swim. Yeah, I'm not swimming. I'm in Central Florida. I'm not swimming in the water around here. I've swam in the water once. I've gone out to get something when I was magnet fishing once in the water. And the only way I'll do it is hand the gun to my son and he stands watch while I'm going in. And that's a totally different ball game. And I don't have a kid to stand guard for me anymore.
Yeah, I can understand that. You ever seen that video where that ranger was standing with his back to the water about 2 feet away from the edge, telling people don't get this close to the water, and a gator grabbed him and drug him in?
Yep. And that's why you
point across.
Yeah, you did get your point across, didn't
you? From We Dig It.
We dig it.
Hello, Deej.
That's the other place I got to go. I got to get a plane ticket to St. Croix.
Oh, yeah.
Deegan's doing her giveaway. 1,000 sub giveaway here soon. Deej, sorry I missed your stream tonight, Deej. I couldn't get back home in time. Dang it.
Yeah, 7 months. I'm going to check out your video. You got me curious to know what this bucket list thing is. This huge bucket list.
Yeah, just dropping us some hints and not even that's just wrong. You can't do that. We'll watch it anyways. Hey Deej, how you doing?
Yeah. Heck yeah, I'll be watching it. I will do that, sir. I will check out the video. 717, I will.
Blackbird, welcome.
I need to update my channel list name. So I did have a nice cheat sheet.
A channel list name?
Yeah, where I had the people's names and then their channel names.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I started a book that I'm keeping everybody's addresses in as I mail things out. That way I don't have to ask over and over again. Hey, what's your address? Hey, what's your address?
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah. After they give it to you the first time, you're still asking.
I guess he's not. Depth Vader, Brad, how you doing?
Oh, you got Brad in the house. Cool.
You got a big group coming in. Now I can't remember where to see that.
Gonna get quite a few people in here on Tuesday nights because it's about this time on Tuesday. There's not much going on.
18 people watching.
That's a little low. Usually by now I have about 25, but it's still early.
My computer doesn't always update, right? So.
Oh no, mine says now I'm at 21. It just jumped up to 21. There you go.
Oh, time to take the hat off. Love my hat, but it's a little bit tight on the head. My head's getting bigger.
Yeah, I got my streaming hat over there.
Yeah, I got to get this one stretched.
The one I'm always amazed with is Brad Depth Spader. All the silver he gets in a year. It's just amazing.
He just knows where to go. Him and Sebastian.
Yep. Yeah, I just watched Sebastian's newest video today. Got 8 silvers today.
It's all about location.
Yep. They know where to go. That's it.
I think I've had, how many silvers do I have now? count my silvers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 so far.
I have 4 for the year so far.
Well, and this is for my entire metal detecting career of 5 months. I've been in trouble, very long. My first silver though was that Walking Liberty half, and that's hard to beat.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm still waiting on a flipping SLQ. I just can't find one of those to save my life.
I don't have one of those.
I was thinking of buying one, burying it, and then go dig it up about 10 years later just so I can say, hey, I got it.
You better hope somebody else doesn't go there first.
Very true, yeah. That's why I'll bury it in my yard.
Years ago, I found SLQs, seated, everything. I still have not found a Mercury.
Really? Wow.
In all the years of metal detecting.
3.
So I've never hit yet.
3 of them. I found 2 in one hole.
Yeah.
My coin spill that I found had 2 Mercs, a Buffalo, and a Wheatie in it. And that's the best coin spill I've ever found.
Yeah, so that's a darn good coin spill.
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ, I can understand the ground's frozen, so you're not doing much detecting right now.
You're still frozen up your Deej. Wow.
I think 1 year I got something like 27 Rosies.
Nice.
In 1 year. But to this day, in all the years of metal detecting, I've not found a Mercury dime. I don't care if it's wiped, as long as I can see that Mercury head on it, I'd be happier than hell. Yeah. For a piece dollar and a Flying Eagle penny. Now, those 2 I haven't found either. Those are my list.
Nope.
Brenda, what's in the bottle? I can't say.
It took taking with Deej 11 years to find her first Mercury. Wow.
Wow.
Well, I've been doing this since 77, Deej. Of course, I took about a 20-year period off there, but still, I got about 20 years of metal detecting, and guys would hit the same parks I did and go, oh, look, I got a Merc. It's like, yeah. Shut up.
The Dev Spader's still looking for a barber dime. I've got one of those.
Yeah, I got a barber.
I haven't found a barber dime, but I found a few other barbers. So.
Wasn't expecting that barber dime.
Seated barber, Merc, Rosie Walk. That's nice. A Morgan. Wow.
I haven't broke into the 1800s yet on coins.
Really?
I'm still working on that.
I've come close, but not gotten into it. I got like 1901, close as I've done.
Now my oldest is my barber dime, and that's a 1913.
I got would be nice. I've actually have found coins from 1800s, but they're in Coinstars.
Right.
That counts. That's treasure hunting. It counts.
Coinstar hunting.
And, yep. If I dug it out of the ground, it's one thing, but find it in a Coinstar, it's just.
Hey, I say count it.
Oh, yeah, then it would be an 1887 IHP, which I haven't found in the ground yet. So that's something. One day I was at Daddy's getting a cup of coffee, and I got an 1885 IHP back in change. It was immaculate. I thought, yeah, some kid robbed his dad's coin collection.
Oh, you know it. Yeah, you know it. I think I got my oldest was some sort of colonial.
I found a 1943 steel penny in a Coinstar, and a week later I dug one, and the one I dug was in better shape than the one I found in the Coinstar.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Dennis, you found a lot of great coins.
Yeah, Dennis finds some crazy coins.
I'm going to hold you to that, Brad. Brad says you'll get a haircut if he finds a barber dime.
I won't shave either.
Change? That pop out.
I think if I was to find an SLQ, I would have to give away my hat. That'd be the only way I'll get rid of my hat.
Getting the weed back in change is good, Gene. Randy, how you doing? Metal Technic Randy's in the house.
Sweet. Hey.
I think my oldest Indian's in 1878. It's not the wonderful 1877 one.
Oh, yeah, that's always my luck. I'll find the one coin that's a year off from a key date,
Yep.
you know.
Where we always find a lot in 1965, 65, 65.
Yeah, 65.
Yep.
I hate that.
Check those anyways. They could be.
Oh, yeah.
They could still be. So if you got a silver 65, then
Oh, you got something.
yeah, then you got something. And they do exist. They're not common, but they're out there.
Yeah. Well, that's like 1944 steel pennies. There are a few of those out there, and there's 1943 copper pennies.
Yep.
Not a lot, but they're there. Or, God, what was that? Nickel. I can't remember if the guy counterfeited them, but he worked for the mint and sold off some special nickels. The frame's supposed to be made.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing that story.
That? So.
Yep.
Hey, Matt from Treasure Hunting Southwest Pennsylvania. How you doing? Looter 8,
Oh, man,
welcome.
you let anybody in this chat, won't you? You let Matt in here? Oh, my God.
Oh, I let you in, Mark.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You let anybody in this chat.
Let me come up.
Yeah.
It's like, there goes the neighborhood.
That Matt guy's trouble. You got to watch out for him.
That's right. Like Brad said, it was silver till 68 in Canada. I just hate them solid nickel ones. They ring up so good in the ground, those Canadian quarters.
Yeah.
Think you got something, you got a solid nickel Canadian quarter. That's what you got. So
That's what you got.
Haven't found any Canadian coins, but I did find some Canadian shotgun shells down here. Which that seemed kind of odd in Florida.
Rob's back. How you doing, Rob?
Rob who? I'm just kidding. I know.
No, Canadian shotgun shells, and we even found those in Southern California, all over California. So they're there.
Yeah. The ranch out where I've been hunting.
500 sub video tomorrow. Cool.
The ranch I've been hunting.
Nice,
people
Randy.
come down from everywhere hunting down here. So 500.
Yeah, Matt's in this chat saying that he's the good person and I'm the one that's causing trouble. No, he's only good when you see the camera on him. He's a cut up. He is so much fun to be around. I get a kick out of digging with him every time.
Plugs, stay out of Oregon, no more room. Yeah. Florida's full. Florida's full too. I keep telling people that, we don't have any more room. Don't need any more people. Besides, everything in Florida is poisonous or it will eat you. Remember that.
It's true.
But really, being from California, what really blows people away is, I know I've asked before, I asked a question in one of my streams, which place has more people, California or Canada?
Ooh. Cali?
By 2 million people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Florida's too hot and too flat as well. You're absolutely correct, Wicked Digger. That's why nobody else.
And with my arthritis, I don't mind the flat either anymore. So, but it's the humidity in Florida that would get me. So
it's not even the heat; it's how humid it gets here that gets most people.
Oh, really, Brent? He's allowed to travel. Hubby's allowed to travel now? That's good.
But, oh, wow. Really, Mama? But, yeah, I'm looking, like I said, moving back to California, maybe Arizona, New Mexico, where I can get a place first.
See you, Deej. Have a good night.
Huh?
Matt, it hurts like the dickens. He said, how's the knee? It hurts. But I'll still go out. I don't care.
Yeah. You have to take out a loan to put gas in your car in California right now. That's right. I was talking to my brother.
Anywhere. Just ride a bicycle.
$5.10 a gallon where they're at.
I keep telling people my mountain bikes don't cost me any gas whatsoever.
Deej leaving. Good night, Deej.
Good night, Deej.
See?
I guess I could get that little motorized bicycle of mine finally on the road so I can use that and save some gas with all these big gas prices now.
Yep.
Yeah, Brad says, I thought everyone was trying to get out of California. Brad, they're leaving in droves, but twice as many people are going in because, I mean, I swear, I had checked the real estate pages daily, and the homes are selling just as fast as it's throwing up a for sale sign, and they're overbidding to get them. Yeah, there's a lot of people that moved out because of fires and drought, but there's just more people coming in. So. Jason, welcome. How you doing?
Nope.
Oh, there he is.
It's like you vanished there, Mark.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bill. Swamp Rat, I'm going to jump off because these pants are starting to irritate me, and I want to get them off and get comfy. And I'm pretty sure that's the last thing you want to see if I accidentally stand up. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you, Mark. Yeah.
Okay, guys. I'm going to drop back in the chat.
Cool.
So, thanks for coming up, Mark. Always look. Tony. Mr. Diggs, always glad for Clad.
Nice.
Tony, I got your little thing. Forgot to call you. I think it's going to be too tall for me to make it. So we'll get together tomorrow. I'll call you and we'll talk about it.
So what else is happening, Mr. Bill?
Not much at this end. I'm just getting ready to start up my you can see behind me up there I got a 3D printer.
Oh, nice.
And we start making stuff for people to give away and on their live streams or whatever. Metal detecting chains, stuff like that.
I've been getting a bunch of tokens burned up. Yeah.
Well, if I can find it now, I had it here. And what did I do with it?
And everybody keeps trying to hit me up for Cajun seasoning now. Oh, very cool.
This one wasn't made that great and it broke, so I'll redesign it and can put channel logo down here in the middle of the coil. Things like that, poker chips. I've been thinking of since people still use pens, I'll make a little stand that looks like a coil to hold the pen up, and so you can just grab it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Make it look like the pen is actually the shaft for the detector. That's a cool idea. That's a really good idea.
So, but my old computer couldn't handle the software. My new one can. And I'm hooking all that up tomorrow. So.
Nice.
So I'll get that going. I mean, I did a giveaway, and Ezra from Easy Digging won. I said, guess what I'm making? And kind of gave a description, not a description, saying what it was, a little piggy bank.
Oh, cool. I like that.
So, I mean,
yeah, that's kind of how I just make things a lot. I've got my big rat up on the wall. That's got to go on my car, but I think my car is about ready to die, so I don't want to put it on the one that's not going to be running.
Yeah, really. I was sitting there one day trying to figure out, okay, I got I'm physically limited to what I can do. So nobody's going to want to hire me. I'm 65 and retired, So I want to make some extra money. And talking to somebody, and well, I worked in sheet metal for 25 years, programming and running equipment.
Oh, cool.
And they go, well, you know G code and all that for different equipment. And I go, yeah. You go, why don't you get a 3D printer? Hey, that's not a bad idea. I said, I've never done designing, but I used to take the prints and convert it over to run equipment. And I found software that makes it so dang easy to actually make a drawing. Somebody new come in?
Oh, I can't tell.
Boring, Gene, no problem. I put you to sleep.
Looks like Gina's gonna head out, falling asleep.
Good night, Gene.
Good night, Gene.
Reed.
Oh crap! There's
Oh,
Reed.
you are live. Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Reed?
Get on up here, Reed. Let us know whether you've been out in the desert on your bike. Did it get warm enough? Jason's still looking for the Bigfoot footage from Elvis.
Dennis, KCMD is heading out.
Good night, Dennis. Well, Plugs, did you get the Bigfoot footage?
Did who get the
I
Bigfoot
remember
footage?
be there, Dennis. Couldn't make it today.
I'm barely up at 9 o'clock. I gotta be up today. I gotta go up to the airport at 3. So
3 in the morning?
Yep.
Oh, I hate that.
Fiance's
Somebody
flying
coming in
out.
on a red eye?
My fiance's flying out. She's heading out to Vegas for the week.
Bummer, Reed. Sorry to hear that. Cold and snowing again.
Oh,
that sucks.
Yeah, I don't like cold and snow.
No.
It makes getting out having fun hard.
Plug says he's still working on his walk, so I guess he's not putting out the Bigfoot footage yet. Yeah. Excuse me. Huh?
You look tired, Bill.
I've been up since like 3:30 this morning, 4:30, somewhere around there.
Well, don't do that.
If I had to, I just had all kinds of things going on and a sick cat.
I think I'd have more sick cats around here. We got more cats that I can shake a stick at. They keep trying to sneak in.
This one, he's stronger than hell, but he's gone through 18 out of 9 lives, which has surprised the hell out of me. But Jim Steele, welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, Plugs can't wait to check out the legend and give an honest opinion on it. Yeah, me either, Plugs.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I'm excited to swing that thing, on a regular basis. I got to test it, so I'm not going in on it blind, but it's definitely going to be a little bit more of a machine to adapt to than the AT Pro. I mean, AT Pro is an out-of-the-box machine.
Yeah.
You can pull that thing out and swing.
That's like the Vanquish. Even though it's a mini Equinox, they say it's turn on and go. So I want to get the Legend. I'll still keep my Vanquish. I'll never get rid of that. It's a great machine. Bigfoot cold cut 13-inch combo coyote and raccoon with a side of tree fried squirrels. Only a Canadian barge driver would come up with something like that.
Now I'm yawning. See, that was contagious.
Sorry.
Don't do
Megan
that.
says she wants to run over the ground that she's hunted before. Hey, I go over the same ground 6, 7 times. I always find something still. There's
You can
always
run over
something.
the same ground with the same machine on a different day and find different stuff.
Yeah.
That's been my very short time detecting experience.
Yeah.
And you
How
can
many
go
times when I was back in California, an old park that was down from my street, the oldest one in town, I don't know how many times it's a place, and I'm going along, boom, there's a 1943 war nickel that I don't know how many times I walked over it, never heard it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a matter of different weather, different settings.
Uh-oh.
Could be a million things.
Fight's going to start here because Brad says it won't beat the Knox plugs for days. I don't know, Brad. It looks like it's giving it a run for the money on the 600 anyways.
The 800, the 600 to the 800, unless you're a prospector, I don't see on the Knox.
It's got some more settings too, other than just the frequency, but
okay.
I understand.
Yeah, and I haven't used the Knox. I've played with them. My older brother swings the Knox 800.
Yeah.
So, and he does pretty good with it.
Second set of adjustments that the 600 doesn't have, besides running single frequency and 40 kilohertz. But like they say, even then, if you're not gold prospecting, why waste the extra money? It's just,
right. There ain't no gold prospecting in Florida.
Yeah. Like Reed says, get the crap out of the way and let the ground heal. Yeah.
Yep.
Get the garbage out of the way and get all that rust and corrosion from iron and stuff out of there, and you'd be surprised what you can go back in and find another week.
I love some of the iron stuff too. I mean,
oh yeah,
I'll dig all of it.
Yeah. One of my best finds was a real old, probably late 1700s axe head, and about 10 feet away from that, I got a
That's an adze.
Yep.
I found that up at Florida Hunt 8. Yep, I'm still showing off my rusty hoe. It's not really a hoe. It's an adze. It's an axe.
Adze, yeah.
Cuts in that way. But that's one of my best relics I've ever found, and it's probably my oldest piece, I think, as far as well, it's my oldest piece, period.
Jeff from Brewers, how you doing?
Brewers prospecting.
I think the best, well, 2 relics I found, I got a Victorian button hook.
Nice.
But what really blew me away, I found this big part circular piece of iron pointed with a little tab off of it and some numbers. And well, it's just iron. I don't know what it is, and I threw it in trash. And I don't know if you know Not Right Johnny out of Massachusetts. I think he's up that way, or Jersey. Anyways, he was watching my video, and he told me, he goes, I'm going to email you some prints. The part I threw away was the fifth wheel off a 1750s horse-drawn carriage.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't think about it. It was a park I was hunting where they brought in, and people were thinking I was full of it because I was digging wheat pennies at 2 inches, but memorials at 7 or 8 inches. Well, what it is, it's a park where the city brings in a bunch of crap dirt they got somewhere else and just throws it out there and spreads it out.
Yep, it's not always. Yeah, it's not always the ground where the ground you're hunting, but where the dirt on the ground you're hunting came from.
Exactly.
Particularly in playgrounds and parks and stuff like that.
So, and when he told me that, I jetted back the very next morning to that trash can, and it was already gone. They actually did their job the night before and emptied the trash.
The one time they do their job.
The one time they did their job, It's like, damn, I'd love to have that hanging on the wall, Because I can't remember the brand, but it was out of Boston, 1755 Boston. Like, damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Reed. You never know what's in the fill dirt.
Yep.
And another place used to like to hunt back there. It's a 80-acre park, but only about 5 acres is built up. The rest is actually disc golf course and woods. But before it was a park, there was 8 hard rock mines around the area, and this park is where all the miners' cabins were, so they could walk to work from there. Well, when they made it a park, instead of tearing them down, they just burnt the cabins down and left all that stuff there. So you'd be going along, and you'd find this. You could tell there'd been something burned there, and you start getting harmonica reeds and all kinds of neat stuff.
Yep. That's kind of like the homestead where I'm hunting. There was a house out there, and the house, I can tell the house burned down. I don't know a lot of the history on it, but I can tell the house burned down because I'm finding specific things that would have gone into different types of furniture. You know, I found a whole bunch of bottles that were obvious medicine bottles. And then all around it, there's burned and charred wood. And I'm thinking, okay, it's a medicine cabinet. Found a bunch of kitchen utensils in another spot where there's burned stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's a kitchen cabinet. And that place probably burned down in the 40s and just out in the middle of the woods now. I am finding a whole bunch of Model T parts out there, though. I'm waiting to find the frame.
I love finding old car parts.
Yeah, if I dig into a frame out there somewhere, I'm gonna freak out.
Huh.
But I found a coil for it. I found 2 of the valve stem covers for the tires, and then last week I actually found one of the hubcaps.
Cool.
Just about that big around, smashed in. I had no idea what it was.
Well, it's like Park Rat Pat was doing a video one day, and he found a Schrader valve stem and the cap. Then he picked up. He goes, this looks like junk. And I wrote in real quick, no, don't throw that away. That's a Model T distributor cap. Usually everybody finds the points, and that's about it. But he found the cap, and it still had all the knobs off of it for a couple of hours. Do not toss that.
Yeah, I found the coil. I found the coil with all the copper wire still on it, but there's no outside casing to it anymore.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a cool find because it wasn't even down very far. I think it was just barely under the surface.
Yeah, the old Model T part, any old car parts, like another time, in the 40s, there was a small car called the Crosley Airflow. And it had a strange little hood emblem. This guy, he was live, so we could talk to him. And he goes, I wonder what this thing is. I go, that's $300 you're holding. That 2 inches between your fingers is $300. He goes, what? And I go, that's a hood emblem off of Crosley Airflow.
Let's see if I can find this thing. I got all my finds all in one spot. They're kind of organized. Ugh. Let's see, where are you? Ugh. This is my big heavy box back here. I can't lift it up. It's got a bunch of wood stove parts in it. I've been slowly putting together a wood stove. That's part of the wood stove. That's junk. An old filter. Where are you? There's the fan. That's an outside part of it.
He says when he hit his, hi Nathan, his dad buried a car to use it as a septic tank. I can see that. Why not?
All right, I'll find it here in a minute. Maybe it's not in there. I got too many buckets of stuff. Oh, it's in this bucket, I bet. Well, that's sand. That's miscellaneous. Copper tubes. 1976 beer bottle. There's a light. I was looking for that coil in here. I don't think I put the coil in here.
Oh yeah, what? Something was blocking my comment there. Dan, what's going on?
Geez, that hasn't even been organized yet. I got bags of stuff I haven't even organized from Hunts.
So Dan, are you talking about that porn guy there, Dan? Glad you got rid of him. Thanks.
You just had one of those show up?
Yeah, I've had some really strange ones. This guy's supposedly the next porn star, and he showed up in here.
I wonder what I did with that one. I know I didn't put it in there.
Brewer says Swamp Rat has a touch of Pack Rat.
A little bit. Just a little bit. I got a little bit of everything all over this place.
Good plug.
That's all junk. Eventually, I'll get my butt organized and all this stuff will end up someplace good. I've been organizing some of my stuff into frames.
Oh, cool.
In shadow boxes. Let's see. I got one shadow box finished over here. Let's see.
Oh, man, you guys are too much tonight.
There's the good shadow box.
Oh, nice. File.
Yeah, I got the file. Yeah, that one was a good find. This one's a really good find right here. That's a World War II trench lighter.
Cool.
100-year-old padlock over here. My first harmonica reed, which it has the whole thing. It's actually still got the rivets in it. One of the original keys to a master lock right there.
Cool.
Let's see. I can do this easier. I just
thought. It looked like you had an iron trivet in there.
Yeah, right there.
There, yeah.
I found the iron too. I got part of the iron around here somewhere.
Oh wow, cool.
There's my first buckle I've ever found.
Nice.
This lighter right here is actually in pretty good shape. I can't get it open, but it's dated. I dated it to 1941, and it's manufactured. It's from Germany.
World War II written all over it.
Yeah. Well, and it's German made, so somebody probably brought it back with them. This one's kind of cool, kind of a cool piece. This is the top of a compact. That's the Harriet Hubbard Ayers company, and that's probably got a good 100+ years on it.
Yeah.
There's my 2 valve stems right there. And I got this little piece, and I haven't figured it out yet. It's definitely a rose, some kind of little jewelry piece, but nothing precious, probably brass.
Nice.
And the only canning jar lid I've found Got a little ball lid right there. And of course, that was my first pocket knife. I found a second one out there as well. So, yep, this has been my latest project, is putting this together. I did find a house number out there too, or some kind of number.
Reed. Nice canning jar was in good shape. That's two things I haven't found. I found pieces of canning jar lid, but not enough to even save. And I've never found a pocket knife. I found knives, but not pocket knives.
Gotten 2 pocket knives now. One of them was just recently, and it's sitting around here somewhere. I got to clean it up a little bit more before I put it in the. It'll probably go up in that one. Since that one's got a lot of space in it. I had to pull one thing out of the one that I already got finished. I started putting together an old clock or pocket watch, and I put one of the pieces in the shadow box, and then I found 3 more pieces to the watch. So it's like, okay, pull it out of the shadow box. I got to take the whole thing down to the watch shop and see if they can help me identify it now that I got more of it. But my watch guy's been on vacation, so. Oh, that's not helpful. That's a cool. Your watch is a cool piece. If I can see if I can find that thing in. Yeah, Jeff from Burrs is right. I'm a mess. I'm a pack rat.
Dude, brother, how you doing? Cool, like brass knuckles.
Somebody's got brass knuckles. Oh,
yeah,
Bug found brass knuckles.
Oh, Mary. The thing that gets me is everybody finds something that they hate finding because they find it over and over and over.
Yep.
And for me, and it's the weirdest thing in the world, is the little CO2 cartridges.
I find head stamps, and I love finding them.
Yeah, that's something that's really collectible. I've saved all the. I got a jar full of these CO2. I mean, I've got a gallon jar full of CO2 cartridges. I thought, what am I going to do with the damn things? You know, I thought, well, I got one of the little stick welders. Maybe I'll just make a little metal statue out of CO2 bottles with like a guy with a metal detector detecting. Do something with it, you know?
Yeah, why not? I've started putting my
Lou, welcome, thank you.
Started putting my head stamps together like this. Let me see. I've been taking all my head stamps and mounting magnets to the back of them. And turning them into fridge magnets.
There you go.
I'm working on, I got to get 50 of them together, and I'm sending them over to Park Rat Pat for his Advent giveaway. So
cool.
There'll be one of these fridge magnets.
You ever watch Donnie Law?
Yes.
Oh, man.
He's a head stamp fool. And actually, his cleaning method is how I figured out how to clean these things really well.
Oh, yeah, he's one hell of a storyteller.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and that's the thing with detecting. Every item you find, particularly relic hunting, everything you find has a story behind it.
Yeah.
And I have learned more about really odd parts of history that nobody would have realized and I wouldn't have found it if I wasn't detecting. You know, that compact that I found, that top of the compact from Harriet Hubbard Ayers. I didn't know who Harriet Hubbard Ayers was. And I started doing the research and looked up who she was. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this lady was kind of a butt kicker. You know, she started a company as a businesswoman in the 1800s, and women weren't getting into business in the 1800s. She was making she was grossing $2 million a year off of a cosmetics company when nobody else was selling cosmetics.
Wow.
So, and then of course, her estranged husband decided he wanted piece of the game, so he stepped in and took over the business and put her in a loony bin, and the business went bankrupt in 6 months.
That figures.
Wrong person at the helm can ruin the whole thing.
That's like back in Grass Valley, where I'm from. I was trying to get permission before I had to move out here to metal detect an old railroad depot, because it was two things. Historically, it had been a railroad for 90 years and it hauled gold every day from the mines to San Francisco men and never got robbed. But for 25 years, it was run by the first owner's wife. She was the first. Hi, Rob.
Wait a minute. That says General Dighole. That's not General Dighole.
Close enough. But she was the first female president of a railroad.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And I know they have a museum in the next town over for it, and they own it, and I want to say, hey, let me detect the property, and whatever I find is yours to put in the museum. I just want to be able to do it.
Wow. Now he's got the right name.
How you doing, Rob?
I am good, Mr. Bill.
What's up,
We,
Rob?
I got a blast with Jeff and Pat and all them.
Well, we met Pat. We met Pat and his wife for dinner tonight. They took us to a little Italian place up near their house that was freaking incredible. Best Italian food I've had in years. My lasagna was phenomenal, and they had garlic knots that were to freaking die for.
Now you're making me hungry. Not fair.
I'm telling you, I could barely, between the salad and the garlic knots, I could barely finish my lasagna. And so hi to everybody that said hi to me. I was on the phone with Denise. Charlie was calling me, and then I was trying to listen to you guys. I was like, I don't have enough ears tonight. But I'd rather upset you, Bill, than Denise, so I took the call from Denise.
Oh, yeah, I can understand that, Rob.
Good move, Rob.
Yeah. So hi to everybody that said hi to me. Yeah, I got it changed. It's back to Monero, Rob. General Dighole's, he's over there at bed already. Sam,
He's
wait,
tired.
Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
He gets up way too early, people.
You guys are just having a blast, though. I got to see that video where Jeff found the two silver, the ring and the cross.
Probably within 10 feet of each other.
The best part of that video, though, is watching Jeff find a Matchbox car and get excited over it. It's like, wait a minute. This guy finds, and it's all about attitude. You know, I look at that and there's an attitude to be had there. He can go find, when he's at home, he can go find 2,000-year-old Roman coins, but he can get just as excited over a Hot Wheels car as he can over a 2,000-year-old coin.
Yeah, he's in the background saying he don't find too many cars over there. So
yeah,
he dug a Lesney today that was made in England. So he got an older one today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and you know, that's something that we take for granted. You know, we look at that and we look at the things that Jeff finds and we go, oh, I wish I was over there to find that. But on the same count, he's looking at our history and going, oh, I wish I could find that more often.
Well, you know, he's been saying to people since he's been here that, you know, a three ringer is as important to us as a Roman coin is to him. And I found my first three ringer on my Missouri trip, and I'm, like he says, I'm over the moon to find that three ringer. I mean, that's my first true actual Civil War era item I've found. So, so let's see here.
And that's kind of
we're leaving tomorrow morning. We're checking out tomorrow morning about 9 a.m. We're meeting Pat up the road a little bit next to the interstate, the entry ramp to the interstate. And we're doing a little 2-car caravan up to North Florida, up to Tallahassee. And then we'll be up there with Charlie and Pat in Tallahassee for 3.5 days. And then Pat is continuing north. And I think he's going to Brewers. And I think they're going to go prospecting.
That's what I heard. I heard he's meeting up with the whole prospecting crew.
So and then Jeff and I will have a 5.5 hour drive back from Tallahassee on Saturday evening. And then Sunday, I'm hoping to get him to Clearwater Beach after the stream. And then he flies out on Monday.
Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday? Okay.
15th, anyway.
Yeah, whatever the 15th is. So yeah, hopefully we'll get one or two more hunts in when we get back from Tallahassee. But we will be hitting some old 1800s ground and some curb strips and doing some door knocking. So we're hoping to get him a 3-ringer or a silver or at least a minimum a Wheatie.
Nice.
We did curb strips for a few hours today, and all I got was 144 Wheatie and a 59 nickel. So I don't know if they've been hit or whatever, but
as I always tell Pat, any day that you hit a Wheatie is okay.
yeah, I know there's some channels that poo-poo Wheaties, and there's actually a guy over here that's, and I'm not going to mention any club names or any names, but there's a guy over here that's actually president of another metal detecting club. And when he finds Wheaties, he throws them out in the street. And I said, I told the person who told me that I have no desire to hunt with that guy. You know, if he ever wants to call me, I won't even, you know, if he thinks, you know, life begins at an Indian, then I don't want to hunt with the guy.
Yeah. And that's attitude.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know,
yeah. Finders keepers. I love digging wheat cents. Absolutely. Because like you say, if Wheaties are there, there's a chance there's silver there.
I'm just as happy finding copper and zinc some days. You know, if I spent the whole
I mean, I got a 68 today. Before I found the Wheatie, I had a 68, and I'm like, you know, that's still 65 years old. So
it's older than me. So
thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia says, good luck to you guys in Tallahassee. Thank you, Cynthia. Can't wait to see Mr. Charlie again tomorrow. I know Pat's excited to dig with him because I don't think Pat's dug with him in 2 years. So,
I got to get over to. I'm going to have to get over to Clearwater and over to your area sometime.
I'm getting lucky. Jeremy from was it Digging the Carolinas with Jeremy? Him and his wife are coming down to Clearwater like 3 days after Jeff leaves. So hopefully I'll be able to do a hunt with them in Clearwater. And a buddy of mine called me today that does the beach a lot in Clearwater, and he says spring break has already started, and there is literally thousands of people on the beach over there at Clearwater.
Well, and my sister lives right in your area. She lives right at the end of Dunedin Causeway.
Dunedin Causeway is where I found my platinum ring last fall.
Yep. So
that I use that to pay for half the Knox 600.
Nice. I should hit my sister's house. I think it's an older place too, and it's like, well, kind of a small yard, but
hey, digging. She says she's going to announce her live stream when she hits 1K. You could do them through StreamYard before you get to 1K, right, Bill?
Yeah. Hey, Reed, I don't think he's going to be able to even pronounce that to Jeff.
You don't even have to be 1K to be going live on YouTube anymore.
Reed says to tell you, Jeff. Tell Jeff I said, fantastisch, Sachin die Jeffenduden hatten total das Cross. Did I butcher that really bad?
Let me read that. Where is it?
I got him up.
Right there.
Here you go. Tell Jeff.
Banner
fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
Fantastic stuff that you found. Crass. It's Kreutz. Cross is Kreutz, not Crass. Fantastic stuff that you found the cross. I think that's what she means.
There you go.
That was awesome.
His wife is German.
Wirklich.
Yeah, he lived in Germany for like 10 years. Reed did.
Okay, so read speak. Do you speak German? Können Sie Deutsch sprechen?
He's not on the screen.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Kannst du mich hören? Can you hear me?
He can probably hear you. And
yeah.
Digging, YouTube likes to unsubscribe subs from everybody for no reason, it seems.
Yep.
Is there a limit on StreamYard? For the free version of StreamYard, you can have 5 people on. So you can have the host plus 5 people.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I don't know Diggins' first name.
Calm down.
Oh, Ro is her name. Thank you, Cynthia.
Somebody just asked me, where do I get the magnets for my head stamps? I buy them at Walmart and I drill holes in the back of them so that the primers fit inside.
YouTube unsubbed me from Treasure Outdoors. I was pissed off. Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
I get unsubbed from everybody. I don't know why. I just go back and resub them. Shoot. Sometimes it puts people
No,
in
John,
time
I had
out
enough.
for
I
no
need
reason.
Yeah, Jeff Spader.
You wanna come on
YouTube
up?
says I got 50 new subs in the last 28 days, but my count barely changes. Yep, Deb Spader's right there.
Yep.
See,
Mine
now
says-
it's funny for me, Diggin. I had the watch hours. I'm sorry, I had the subscribers, but it took me a long time to get the watch hours. And then when I finally started doing my live streams, my watch hours went way up fast to where I got my channel monetized.
I've noticed that I've just been doing a live stream on Mondays after the Monday digs, and I've noticed my watch hours have already been going up pretty quick. So
BC Treasure Trail says YouTube also takes 30% of your subs and donates them to poor countries. That's freaking hilarious.
Well, it's like my watch hours have skyrocketed, and all of a sudden I stopped getting any new subs.
5 people on the screen, Ro. You can have as many people in the chat as you want. We had what, 72 duck races in the duck race the other day, Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have as many people on the screen as you want, Diggin. There's as many people as you want in the chat, and you can have 5 people on the screen, like Bill's got 2 right now.
Yeah.
with YouTube, you're limited to, until you hit 1,000, you're limited to the number of your subscribers plus 50.
And Jeff's Obsession says that he realized they just unsubscribed me from Indiana Tones. I know. I looked down and saw new subscribers, and there was Indiana Tones, and I'm like, wow, they unsubscribed, because I know Lou's been subscribed to my channel for years, but he had to resubscribe.
Joshua Smith, well, welcome.
Yeah.
And people say, well, it's because people aren't watching the videos. That's not the case, because I've been unsubbed from, I've had to resubscribe to Park Rat Metal Detecting. And I'm keeping up with Pat.
Yeah.
I keep up with
Yeah,
Pat videos, like religious.
Anybody that's got 4,000 or more subscribers, I've never been unsubbed to. Never.
Really?
I haven't watched Aqua Chigger in 2 years, and I'm still subbed to them, no problem.
That's interesting, Bill.
If they bring in a big enough revenue, they will not unsub anybody from them.
Wow.
I've noticed that. And there's other people that I watch continually.
Joshua Smith just got the 440. Congratulations for Joshua. You'll get out there.
Good night, Cynthia, and thank you. You don't have to apologize for, we understand. Our number one fan. So
I'm happy at 40 subs. Hey, I remember 40 subs, and that wasn't too long ago for me. That was November, December last year for me. And I'm 300 subs up from where I was 4 or 5 months ago. I never expected to grow like I have.
Well, there's a phrase I've never heard before. He's not into fear porn. I've never heard that phrase before.
what phrase?
Joshua says, I was addicted to metal detecting before I even got one. Nope, I didn't even know about it before I got one. There you go, Reed. I don't even try to figure out YouTube. That's right, Reed. I'm not even going to waste my.
Nope.
As Park Rat Pat likes to say, don't let them rent free space in your head. And I agree.
And I started the YouTube because I wanted to have fun, wanted to meet new people and get out there.
Yeah. I'm doing it for fun. I mean, I know several channels that have stopped doing it because they were, Don, because they put a lot of money into stickers and T-shirts and hats, and they weren't getting the return. And I'm like, but that's that's you shouldn't be doing this if you think you're going to become a millionaire next week.
Right.
I mean, I would never put out $1,000 on merchandise before I hit 1,000 subs. It just
no.
Yeah. I mean, and I like those channels and I miss those channels, but I mean, I've just got my stickers. I don't have any merch yet. I'm thinking about it, but I mean, I'd like to maybe be like at 3,000 or 4,000 if I ever got to that high before I started doing that stuff. But you can't be at 500 subs, do a whole line of sweatshirts and T-shirts and spend thousands of dollars, and then get upset because your channel didn't bring in $500 last month.
Yeah. What do you? You don't have the you don't have the customer base yet for having that much stuff. That's why this is the main thing that I have, my poker chips.
And they're a cool item, and that's a popular item. Pat just made me more stickers. I ran out of them. He's going to give them to me tomorrow when I see him tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, the poker chip. My little chips are unique. Nobody else is handing out wooden chips. And for me, I started doing it because it was a choice between, okay, I could have business cards made, but business cards are going to get thrown out, and these don't get thrown out. People keep
it's almost like a wooden nickel. It's unique.
Yeah. And it's got the QR code. That threw people off. The burn QR code actually works.
Yep. Brewer says I'm 20 subs away from my goal. Good for you, Brewers. That's awesome. Cool.
Reed, you can't figure out YouTube. It'd be easier to figure out why 3 Asian hookers gave a rich guy a freebie than what anything YouTube's doing.
True.
Yeah. Megan says she's in her happy place. Good for you.
Who's in her happy place?
Well, Plugs, thank you for that comment.
Wait a minute. Plugs is being nice?
He was being nice. He said something nice to me, and that's why I thanked him.
Plugs, you need to see a doctor.
Impossible.
If you're into YouTube for profit, you're probably in the wrong niche with the metal detecting channel. You're exactly right, Reed. Denise and I and her dad watch a channel called Matt's Off-Road Recovery, the guy that pulls people out of the sand out there in the desert. And he just passed his 1,000,000th subscriber, and he usually gets 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 views a video. Now that guy's making money. He's actually got an entire staff.
AP, welcome. Gary, welcome.
If you want to get tons of subscribers, just go out and do stupid stuff and videotape it. People are more likely to watch that.
Don, we have 2 teenagers from our community, and I don't know their channel name. Somebody here might know. We had these 2 teenagers that live in the same county I do. One was 14 and one was 16 when they started. And they started doing stuff like hanging out in Walmarts after they closed and running around the store trying not to get caught, going into abandoned schools, jumping over fences. And they got so popular so fast that they just bought their parents a mansion and 2 cars, and their parents work for them now selling all their merchandise.
Yeah. See, and they're just doing stupid stuff. If you really want to, if being a YouTuber is what you're about, then metal detecting, magnet fishing, treasure hunting is not the right niche for you to do that.
No, because compared to the size of YouTube, it is a niche.
Right.
So,
right.
That's like that little Asian kid. He's 6 or 7 years old, and he talks about toys on YouTube.
Oh my God, he's freaking rich as shit.
4 or 5 million a year now off of YouTube for reviewing toys.
Yep. Reed says prank channels and video game channels make money.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, BC Treasure Trails, my whole stupid life has been wasted. All that footage would have brought some views. Yes, it would have. I like to do my channels compared to the Allstate guy where he's dancing on the road and that car crashes and he goes, this video is going to get tens and tens of views. That's me.
Yep.
Oh, mayhem.
Even within our niche, I mean, there's some. My most watched video has 3,700 views now, and it's 7 seconds long. I found the center hub for a trailer, that nut, and all I did was I filmed the nut coming out, and I went nuts. 7-second video.
Sometimes that works.
Boom. It just
Nathan
went.
says it's the backwoods hillbilly corner of YouTube we exist in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dog is.
Well, Joshua says Mixon doing stupid things with metal detecting. That's what Merrill does. Merrill does goofy stuff with his metal detecting, and Merrill's channel has just grown exponentially. Joshua.
Yep.
And Miss Rose says, I only do YouTube because I like to share my digs with others' interests. I think that's why we all started our metal detecting channels.
Yep.
Just
Shoot. I had to learn how to edit videos in
backwards
December.
hillbilly corner of YouTube we exist in. You got that right, Nathan. Brenda, that's interesting. I will say this. I have hunted with Miss Gypsy. I have met Nugget Noggin at Florida Hunt 7 last year. He wasn't there this year. Gypsy was this year.
Yep.
She came up to me and treated me like a long lost friend. So I'm not going to say anything bad about Miss Gypsy. I think Nugget Noggin was super nice to all of us yet last year. But I will tell you the one reason why I unsubscribed to Aqua Chigger, not that I thought he was too big for his britches, but when he was hunting once with Nugget Noggin and they were doing a river, Nugget Noggin took every can and every piece of garbage he found and put it in his pouch and put it in his kayak. And Aqua Chigger found the can or something on the bottom, looked at it, and then dropped it back in the bottom of the freaking river. And boy, did that piss me off. And as soon as he took that trash and dropped it back in the bottom of the river, I never followed him again.
Yeah.
I met him. Aqua Chigger.
I mean, I hike everything out, even the heavy garbage. I've got piles that I have to go back out to the homestead where I hunt.
Hey, I do it because I turn it
wagon.
all in for recycling money.
Yeah, I've got my wagon. I'll pull my wagon out there. You know, every 2 or 3 hunts, I go out with the wagon and I just throw all the big stuff in it.
Wow, did you see what Deb Spader says? There's a guy in Ottawa. His channel was called Ottawa Walks. He did hikes around Ottawa when the Freedom Convoy was protesting in Ottawa. He did live streams. His subs went from 3,000 to 147,000 in 3 weeks. Yeah, those semi-protesters in Ottawa and Canada, that was huge up there.
We barely saw it. Wow.
Great finds, planner, secret Facebook group, LOL.
You know, to turn this, what's name off, Rob?
Turn what off?
This,
I haven't actually.
AC. I'm freezing.
Oh, you want to turn the AC down or up?
Yeah. Where is it? You know?
Yeah, it's right over here behind the coffee pot.
Oh, right. Freezing now. Freezing last night too.
Baby
Listen,
Yoda.
I didn't touch it, but it come on. It says it's 71 in here. I'll jump it up to 73.
Well, Juice, you going for the 2-legged or the 4-legged?
There you go, sir. It should shut off any second.
Just wondering.
Something to drink, man. That garlic is
Getting to.
where's all the drinks at?
I mean, if you're going for the 4-legged, you can't get them with your videos. That's really bad, Juice.
Well, no, you took all the ice out of the cooler. You didn't put the drinks in the fridge.
No, I put them in the box for tomorrow. There.
Did you put any ice in it?
No. I didn't know you wanted them tonight.
Rob's adjusting the thermostat, it looks like.
All right.
Rob
Little Jeffrey was cold, so I had to turn up the air.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm gonna tuck out. I gotta get up at 3 a.m. and drive my fiance to the airport.
Ouch, that's the middle of the night.
Yeah, she's got an early flight out to Vegas going to visit a friend that's mother passed away. So she's gonna fly out, leave me for the week. That means that, well, I get to go metal detecting whether she's here or not, but it means I got all day every day to go metal detecting. So I'm gonna tuck out. Thanks for having me up, Bill. It's good seeing you up here, Rob. We'll have to get together soon. Later.
Later. Hi, Grandma Kelly. How
Oh
you
no,
doing?
I completely agree, Brenda. But Rob, they're nice, but they make money and they're famous. They don't know me from Adam. They could care less from there or not. Yes,
Yep.
I do have a little bit of a problem when a channel gets so big that they don't answer their respondents. I've actually had some medium-sized channels, just a few thousand subscribers, and just one channel that I actually recently chastised them for not answering back. I'm like, listen, you guys are a new channel, you're growing fast, but if you don't want to answer your subs, there's no reason for me to be here. And they answered me on that one, and they apologized. But um, but yeah, I completely understand if a channel's so big and they don't want to answer their subscribers, then they're not missing you. I completely agree, Brenda. Um,
That's like
I will
quarter
support the
hoarder.
people that check on me when I go MIA for a while. I agree with that totally, ma'am.
I mean, I haven't watched quarter hoarder in a while, but even when I do, I leave a comment. I've been on his channel so long, I get an answer. He's what,
Yeah, see, I don't
50,000?
usually get an answer from Jason and those guys.
Yeah, but I was with him when he's only 500 subs. So
Did you see what Juice wrote? I started my channel
Which
to get
one?
chicks. Didn't work out at all.
Oh yeah. Well, I asked him when he said chicks, did he mean 2 or 4-legged?
Oh. Yeah, most of the big guys in their niche have been on YouTube for 8 or 10 years.
I know
Yes,
you're
so it's
after the
true.
ladies' juice, but 2-legged or 4-legged ladies? That's all I want to know. John, you don't like quarter hoarder? Jason, well, actually, I watch it more for Doug than I like Doug.
Well, thank you, Finders Keepers. I appreciate that. I've well, no, we won't go there. I appreciate that, Finders Keepers. We'll just leave it at that. I try and be the same person you're looking at on the screen than Jeff met when he flew into this country. And so, Wicked Digger, thanks. Have a good night.
Good night, Chris. Thanks for coming by.
I
Too cool
I've
for you.
I've watched I watched Vermont Derek one time he had kept like 5 5-gallon buckets of all his trash, sinker weights and everything else. And then he just got tired of storing it one day and he literally threw it all in the garbage can. And there went 30, 40, 50, $60. I mean, with gas going up right now on this road trip we're on, if I got 30, 40 bucks for my recycling, hey, that's another tank of gas to get me to my next destination.
Yeah.
There you go. Take an old broken useless metal detector, turn it into a pogo stick, and do extreme metal detecting. There you go. You got a channel right there.
Yes, Mama. We love the Padded Cell Gang, and I'm proud to be a member. I got my straight jackets, my kilts, my heels, my man bag, the whole 9 yards.
Hey, Rocky Rob. Hello, Grandma. A lot of attention whores on the tube. Yeah, I agree with that too, Finders Keepers. Rob, do you think it's important to comment back, or is a heart or thumbs up okay? Well, just me personally, even at 2,100 subs that I have, I leave a comment back for every comment I get, even if it's to say thank you very much.
Yep.
For certain people like Cynthia or Brenda or something like that, I'll leave a heart emoji too. But I try and leave a comment. YouTube just started publishing on your homepage all the comments that you had not responded to. And I went back all the way from my channel started 4 years ago to comments that I missed. And I wrote to people and said, hey, sorry, I missed this comment back then. I just saw it now and I'm answering. And I know everybody jokes about me being late for everything and that I'm probably going to be late meeting Pat in the morning. But I answered every comment that was in. It was like 3 pages of comments, and I finally got caught up. And I am actually current with all my comments. Now I'm behind on some of my YouTube prizes, but I'm caught up on my comments finally.
Don't even say. That's one thing. In your last stream, I threw in $50. I cannot remember who that goes to.
I'll look as soon as I get home, Bill. I'll have it written down.
Okay, thank you, because I don't think they ever got hold of me. If they did,
I know somebody just contacted me saying they won something and they can't remember who it won it for. And I think Brockton had the prize. So that person just sent me her address. So I have to forward that to Brockton. So that'll be another thing off my list when I get home.
I know. I got one going to Paul B, but that was the 2 dimes from the night we did a duck race in mine or something. I can't remember if it was Jim Steele. Somebody, anyways, won a $50 in yours, and don't remember who it is. So
all right, I'll check on that, Bill. But I did the three duck races we did Sunday. Shane won, Troy won, and Kathy Ponscombe won Jeff's Roman coin, and I got all 3 of those out Monday morning when we left town. So all 3 of those went out Monday morning.
Oh, and thank you, Rob. I got the $2 bill today.
Oh, okay.
Jim, it was to Jim Steele. Was that the $50, Jim? Did you email me your address? If you did, I deleted it. Please email it again. Thank you, Jim. I thought it was you, but I wasn't sure.
Miss Rowe Diggin, where are you located, ma'am?
And
because you
Jim,
sound like you have a lot of fun metal detecting.
Jim, I can send you a $50. I can't send you 3 Asian hookers. Sorry.
Dan says one channel he watched from the start, and once he changed his channel name, he pretty much told me in a roundabout way to F off. Wow, you're gonna have to send me an email. Tell me who that was. I mean, Brockton sent me a picture. He must have sent 27 envelopes or 27 packages out a couple weeks ago. The amount of prizes he sends out is just unbelievable. Mary Monarch says, Juice, go to KFC and get all the chicks you want. Mary, you joke, but Jeff's already had me taken to KFC 3 times since he's been here in the States because he can't get KFC over there in Austria. Do a lot of people ask you about your Tesla hat, Rob? Yes, they do. And I tell them that I am a stockholder, but I'm not a car owner yet, but I hope to be someday. I am unashamedly to say that I am Elon Musk fanboy number 1.
Just put it in there, Jim.
Well, thank you, Grandma Kelly. I must admit I spend most mornings with Juice, but I try and spend most Sundays with you first. Thank you very much. That's very nice. Bean is awesome. There you go, Grandma Kelly. Thank you, Brenda.
Wow.
Remind me of that when I have 2 million subs. Oh.
Yeah, forget KFC. Sorry.
Take care, BC. Oh, Jeff thinks it's the best food around, Bill.
It's good value.
Well, I used to like him till a friend of mine worked with one. He said, come here, let me show you something. He took me back into the freezer and showed me 2 boxes of green frozen chicken.
Ooh.
It had thawed out, gotten moldy, and they're going to toss it out. Mike, how you doing? And the manager said, no, you don't. You're going to cook that and serve it. I never ate at a KFC after that.
Mary Monarch says he'll answer all the comments, but he won't share his ice cream. Yeah, I didn't share my ice cream the other night. Brenda says if I don't write it down, I'll never remember it. That's what I started doing, Brenda, because it was a lot easier to write it down in a logbook than go back through your video every Sunday and yeah, because I've had to do that, go back through the duck races.
I got to start doing that because I'm getting so forgetful. It's ridiculous.
BFE, South Dakota. Wow, you are in BFE. Definitely BFE.
So remember to get that and write it
Wow,
down.
thanks, Dan. It just popped up on my computer. Well, Ro, there's a lot to do here in Tampa Bay, Florida. A lot to do in Tampa Bay, Florida. But if my girlfriend would let me, I'd be hunting 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. I really would. And now that spring break's coming, when we get back from this trip with Jeff, I've already had a couple buddies call me and say there's thousands of people in Clearwater Beach already. And as soon as the water gets warm enough for people to get in there, guys, we're going to be down on Clearwater Beach for the summer. Wow, we have to drive an hour to get to McDonald's or Burger King. No KFC for 2 hours. No Starbucks either for 2 hours. Wow. Forget KFC. Bring him to Pants Pizza Ranch. Best roasted chicken in the world. Wow, we don't have those around here. I've never heard of those Pizza Ranch.
I love Popeye's chicken.
Hey, Iffy.
Out in California, we used to have a place called Pioneer Chicken, but they went under, which is a shame because you get a chicken breast about the size of a turkey breast.
Well, let me tell you something. We go to Walmart and get their rotisserie chickens at Walmart because they're $4.99. It's the size of it's just freaking huge. If you go to our local Winn-Dixie, they're $6.99 and they're literally half the size. So when I'm trying to do the Atkins and lose some weight, wow. Sorry about that, Danny.
See what digging rut the Jim Steele.
Hey, Mike. Hi, Practical Ken. Hey, Melly Man, Mike. Grandma Kelly says, okay, it works like this. I love you all, but coffee and chocolate. Love only goes so far. Grandma Kelly, I think if you gave Denise a choice between me and chocolate, I would probably finish a very distant second. Yeah, I'm getting them, Danny boy. No COVID here, no lockdowns, no face mask requirements, and no vaccine requirements. There is an upside to living in the boonies. Yes, there is. I married the only other guy in the area who knows how to handle a metal detector. Well, yeah, damn, I wasn't there. Have a good night, Mary.
Digging, where did you grow up in California?
Yeah, Reed, you know what? That's actually a pretty accurate statement, Reed. Did you read what he wrote, Bill? Reed said COVID went away as soon as the war hit. That's a very interesting comment, Reed. Yeah, Jim Steele and I have that in common. My dad used to say I was always a day late and $1 short. My dad used to say I'm going to be late to my own funeral, and I used to say, hey, start it without me.
Yeah. But digging, where in California did you grow up?
Wow, that was cold, Brenda. Yeah, Chocolate has never lost her cat. Wow. You lock your girlfriend's cat in the kitchen cabinet one time and nobody ever lets you forget it.
I remember that too.
I swear to God, Bill, I don't know why. We went and searched the whole neighborhood. I was driving around for blocks.
I remember.
And I came back and I stood there and I just said, you got to think this through, Rob. And I remember for some reason it popped into my head that I opened that Lazy Susan corner cabinet and I opened it up and he was just sitting there all peaceful, just like, I'll just hang out till you guys open the door up. He fell in the pool the other day, Bill.
Oh.
I had to, Denise, we won't let any animals out on the pool patio because there was an accident once. So if they're on the pool patio, we have to be out there with them. And I was cleaning some metal detecting stuff and I heard the big splash and he was trying to climb back up the side of the pool and it was freezing. And I ran over and scooped his ass up real quick, screamed for Denise, and she came running out, put him in a towel, and we went in and got him warmed up real fast. But yeah, we won't let the cats out on the pool patio without us now.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yes, it did. The chicken has big boobs. Mary, big boobs are important.
And you're still alive. So lucky.
Television. Yeah, Grandma Kelly, yeah, I felt really bad about locking Zeus in the cabinet. How you doing, AZ Mort?
Hey, what do you know? I just got the notice from YouTube that I'm live. An hour and a half later, but I got the notice.
Hey, Ro, I can't tell you how many calls outs that our Ring Finders Club has gotten where these people are absolutely swear they lost their ring out in the yard, and we spend
Grew
2,
up in
3 hours
Sac.
looking for it, and they call back and say, "Oh, yep, I found it. I found it under a bowl in the kitchen counter. Yep, I'm digging." Ro, we get those calls all the time.
Well, digging, I grew up in Grass Valley, 70 miles north of Sacramento. I was just
I
wondering.
remember opening the fridge when I was a kid and
Neighbors.
found the cat and it eating leftover chicken. Yeah, our cat would love that, Jim.
So I know South Sac, East Sac, West Sac, Rio Linda. Oh God, I used to hang out a lot on Fulton Avenue, down and through there.
Wow, I bet
Love
living in
it.
Santa Clara during the height of the Silicon Valley would have been exciting.
Critical thinkers, Finders Keeper says. Great crew.
I don't know if we're critical thinkers, but we're
I'm going to check it now, Jim.
we're not too serious thinkers.
No, we're more like Alfred Newman from Mad Magazine with the Gap saying, "What, me worry?"
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what a redneck's last words are, Bill, right?
Oh God, there's so many of them, Rob. Which ones?
Watch this.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Of course, I like the Jeep stickers that say, you know, if you can read this, please turn me right side up.
Okay. Yeah, I got it, Jim. Thanks, I got it. That's like Ezra Easy Digging won my the pig from the 3D printer giveaway. So I said, send me your address. So I get this thing from Ezra. Hey, thanks, Bill. I didn't know. That's cool. I didn't think I was going to win. And that was it. He forgot to put the address in. So I had to get back to him and go, hey, Ezra, that's
Hey,
nice,
Alfred.
but I can't mail it to you if I don't know where you live.
Yeah, hold my beer and
my
watch
beer.
this. That's right, Reed.
Yeah, that's another one.
I know, Tom. I'm actually caught up with the chat. Hold my beer. Yep. Well, Ro, if you want to hear this story, Ro, we got called to go out on a millionaire's boat about 3 miles out in the Gulf to an area they call the Salt Flats. There's some old stilt houses out there from the 30s and 40s, and the water's about 3 feet deep. And a lot of the boats go out there and park and party and drink. And this family went out on their boat, and the wife didn't want to lose her $20,000 wedding ring, so she took it off and put it in one of the drink koozies. And then, of course, later on, the husband grabbed his bottle of beer and put it in the drink koozie and used it all day drinking beer. And at the end of the day, when he took his beer out, the beer had sweated and put about this much water in the drink koozie. So he threw the water overboard with her $20,000 ring 3 miles out in the Gulf of Mexico. So, guys, this was my first ring call out for water. I'd never taken the Knox in the water before, and they took us out on their boat the next day, 4 detectorists, and we spent 3 hours in waist deep water looking for it, and we didn't find it. We were about to give up, and our club president said, let's grid it all about 50 feet over to the side. And the guy driving the boat said, no, we weren't that far over yesterday. And sure as hell, we moved that 50 feet over, and within 15, 20 minutes, our club president found her $20,000 ring. And then we came back in, Bill, and they stiffed the freaking club.
Oh, geez.
4 of us out there in waist deep water for 4 hours, and they did not give the club a donation for finding a $20,000 ring 3 miles out in the Gulf of Mexico.
That figures. then you go hit some 98-year-old woman up, find her a $10 ring from 1920, and she gives you $1,000 reward. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
how life seems to work.
We sent a team out the other day that didn't find the people's ring, and they still gave us $100 just for trying. And here are these rich people that own their own restaurant, a waterfront home, and a 26-foot boat. Just said, "Hey, thanks, guys. See ya."
Yeah, I remember a few years back.
I have differences with our club opinion on how we should treat those people. I really do.
Oh yeah.
I often say that if we ever get a call back from any of those people, I will refuse to go on a second hunt.
Yeah. Quite a few years back, I had gotten a deal on some brand new metal detectors, so I was selling them on eBay and in Craigslist. And this guy calls me up from one of those fenced subdivisions outside of our town, and he's like, "She got a metal detector for sale." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, would you rent it?" I go, "It's brand new. If I rent it, I got to sell it as used."
That's right.
Well, I'm trying to find some stuff I lost in my yard. Well, he lived in at the time, say a house in town was $100,000. He lived in a $400,000 home in the subdivision. 2 brand new cars in the driveway. Cheapest son of a bitch I ever ran into in my life. I go down there. I said, "Oh, you know what? I'll come down with my detector and I'll look for it for you." That's what we do. So I go down. It's hotter than hell. The guy was real cheap. He came out with a glass of lemonade for him and gave me a glass of water. And I'm looking. I found one of the 2 items. One of the 2 items he'd lost, and one you could see. It was laying right next to the driveway. What I didn't realize down his driveway, where the other piece he also lost was, it was all hot rocks right next to the driveway. So the detector was just going crazy. But anyways, I'm out there for hours. I finally said, "Well, I got to get it." He goes, "Okay." He goes, "Well, I feel real bad." So I found one item. It was about $200. And he goes, "Well, for your time," he goes, I thought I'd give you some gas money." I said, "Okay." He hands me a $5 bill. I was out there for 6 hours in like 95-degree weather. This guy's got a brand new Jeep sitting there in the driveway, a brand new Cadillac. And then
that emotional video I did a couple of weeks ago, where I drove over 100 miles to bring back that young boy his bracelet ID that his family got him in case he gets lost so he doesn't get separated from. I drove over 100 miles to return that, and they said, "Hey, thanks." Turn around and walk back into the room.
Yeah. Digging, yeah. Doing a ring find return for free as long as they let you play in the yard, that's fine. This guy's yard I was at, in the area he lived in, they grow rocks real well. Nothing else grows there. So it's like you'd be out there for hours trying to dig the first hole. So, and it was
Grandma Kelly says, "Did they at least feed you lunch?" I went to their restaurant that they told us we could go to and asked to see the owner, and he refused to come out of the back room when they told him it was the ring guy.
You're right, Diggin. That is the same guy that tips his waitress 50 cents, if he tips her at all.
Wow, you would never want to tip my sister 50 cents. That would be hazardous to your freaking health.
Oh, only did that one time. It wasn't. I had a waitress thing.
Bro, that's the same thing we do. If you have an old house and we find a thing, we ask if hey, can we, since we found your missing jewelry, can we search your yard?
Yeah, I only really was rotten to a waitress once because she got my order wrong twice, and even the guy at the table next to me on the second night, she goes, "This is exactly what you ordered." And the guy sitting next to me at the other table goes, "No, it isn't." And so all kinds of things she screwed up. I never got my drinks, yada yada. So I left her a penny. The worst tip you can leave a waitress is 1 penny. So that's what I did. I thought, after a little, I said, "Gee, that was the worst service I ever had in my life. You were totally nasty when I came in. And I don't even know you. I've never seen you before, so because I worked in restaurants, so."
I was just going to make a comment to somebody. Danny Boy says he's going to get a T-shirt that said, "Drop your money on the beach." I'm going to make a T-shirt that says, "Help these tips out. Drop your change, please." Dan, don't do that on the beach because you'll have assholes that'll start dropping quarters at your feet just to see if you'll dig them, because they think it's really funny. And that's almost gotten me a couple arguments on the beach. Marty, that just happened. I did that video, Marty, on finding that guy's cell phone in the wet sand on Clearwater Beach. Took it home, put it in rice, got the phone working, took it to my computer guy. He hacked the phone to get the guy's phone number. I called the guy. He told me exactly where he'd lost it on Clearwater Beach 3 days before. I mailed it back to him promptly and never heard a word back, Marty.
Huh.
Yeah, Rob says, well, that type of attitude is really promoted on today's TV,
Hey,
sadly.
Matt Parks.
Yes, it is.
I see a lot of YouTubers taking parks. Are the rules different from state to state or city to city? Yes to both, Matt. County, city, and state laws on metal detecting are different everywhere. So one town you can dig all you want. Next town over you can't dig. Next town over you need permits.
And the next town over, they tell you, you can hunt the park, but you got to bring all your finds to us at the end of the day and hand them into the ranger. And I looked at him like he was flipping crazy.
Well, that's like in Japan, you can metal detect, but if it's on the surface, you have to turn it into the police. But if it's buried in the ground, it's okay to keep.
Michigan Diggin, welcome to the chat. Oh, he was joking about the t-shirt. Okay. Hey, Dan, they can laugh, and I'm going home with more change than they had going home. But I had a guy throw a quarter out, and he says, and I passed him, and he goes, "Did you just find a quarter?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, I wanted to see if your machine would pick that up, and I'm like, "No, it only picks up marbles."
Yeah. No, I worked in restaurant for years, so ladies, don't get this joke wrong. But there's an old joke we came up with many years ago. Rob, you know the difference between a waitress and a toilet?
Rob, I tried that in a park a few months ago, a probe, because I bought, one of my guys in my club gave me his probe set, and I tried using the probes in a park on a signal. I couldn't find that signal to save my freaking life with a probe. Lewis says state parks are no. Yeah, there are no here in Florida too.
Yeah. Rob, you know the difference between a waitress and a toilet?
No.
Toilet's only got to put up with one asshole at a time.
I like that. I've never heard that one.
Yeah. But no, it's like when I was in high school, I worked at a Denny's. It was the first restaurant I worked in. I was a dishwasher. And they had a real neat rule. Since dishwashers don't really wait on people or have to deal with them, they don't have to be nice to them either. At least it used to be that way. So one day I'm out there getting myself a cup of coffee, and this jerk at the counter is being just rude to all the waitresses and everybody else. Hey, you won't get me a cup of coffee? I said, no, go to hell. And I walked off. So I looked at the manager. He goes, did you hear that? He goes, yeah, I sure did. He goes, you gonna let him get away with that? He goes, you don't have to wait on you, so I don't care. So, but yeah, I mean,
Brenda. Oh, I never heard that either, Brenda. Good for you, Plugs. Good for you, Plugs, making them fill their holes in. Good for you. Rob, Michigan Digging. Oh, is my better half. That's very cool, Jeff.
No, actually, Mom has gone to tech team. The worst tip you can give a waitress is, I know most women wouldn't know this, but Mad Magazine used to have these really weird little stickers in them. I found 2 in there, and they had one. It was perfect. A little green sticker says, I looked for you all through the meal. Now you look for your tip. And the other one was
she was a waitress at Denny's. I like Denny's. When I was a cop, I ate Denny's all the time.
I used to love Denny's, but they went and changed their burgers and stuff and dropped things off the menu that I liked. So not a big fan anymore.
You know, it's funny, Bill, the one place cops didn't go to that everybody thought we did. We didn't go to Dunkin' Donuts because Dunkin' Donuts does not have a bottomless cup of coffee.
Yeah.
we used to go to Mr. Donuts because they would give us a second cup of coffee.
Yep.
Actually, on the midnight shift, they wanted us to hang out with our coffee at the Stop and Rob's. The convenience store is open 24 hours, so people can pull in. Always see a police car out front.
Oh, I remember when I was cooking graveyard at Denny's, we had the local cops come in. And I just, I tell the waitress, let's write down on a piece of paper what they want. We're not charging them. Well, new manager found it. He goes, "You're not charging them?" I go, "Hey, I want to keep them boys happy. That way when we need them, they'll be here, And he goes,
We didn't get free. We had a lot of our restaurants do half off, and
Yeah.
we had a new chief come in, and he wasn't real big on that policy. So basically, the way that we worded it is we just paid whatever you charged us, so that way, we're not walking off asking for it. If they gave us half off, we paid it, but we weren't allowed to say anything to them.
Yeah. Well, I live this way. I gave them meals. They always came there every night. And that was good to have around because we had some crazy. I'm working one night.
It's almost 11, Bill.
Oh, it is, huh? Wow.
Well, I know Sleeping Beauty over here wants to go to sleep, so
That's a good idea. I got to get up further. I'm going to be changing out my computer and stuff tomorrow. That's going to be an all-day event.
guys, thanks for everybody having conversations with me tonight. I really appreciate it. And
Thanks for being
thanks
here,
a lot.
Rob.
Oh, loved it. And hopefully there'll be another video of me and Jeff coming out real soon.
Good.
All right.
Hey, good
Bill,
night,
thanks for having
everybody.
me up.
Thank you for being here. You're
Thanks,
all
Bill.
wonderful.
Take care, everybody.
Rob.
We'll see you soon. We're off
Good night,
to
everybody. We'll
Tallahassee
see you
tomorrow.
next week. Jim, I got your address. No problem.
Jeff
Night,
says
Marty,
good night to you,
Bruce,
everybody.
Jim,
All right.
Brad, Matt, Mama, Plugs. Good night, everybody.